Well, we celebrate as many holidays as we can on the show, but this week is one of our favorites. May 25th is National Wine Day. So we asked our good friend, Executive Chef Paul Madison, and the owner of Madison Restaurants and Catering to join us for a tasting and, of course, teach us about some of our favorite wines. All right, so Paul, you brought an array of different varieties from the Benziger family winery. So tell me a little about what they have.
Well, it's appropriate that this is National Wine Day, and we have this event coming up with Benziger wines, which are really neat. So we have 6 different varieties from them, and they have several, but we have 6 today that we're going to feature. And these are 6 of the wines that we're going to pair with a wine paired dinner in collaboration with Nyman Ranch in June on the 21st.
Now, why Benziger? Is that a special winery to you, or is there something you particularly like about their wines?
Yes, yes and yes. I've known this family for many, many years, and have done several events with them over the years. They're a great family. Chris Benziger is going to be here, one of the sons in the family. And I saw him here about a year ago. He was down in Sarasota for an event, and I said, gosh, we got to do another wine dinner. It's been a while. So his travel plans brought him here on the 21st of June next month. So we said, well, let's plan this dinner. And then as we started to put it together, Benziger is unique because their wines are all 100% biodynamic. They've gone to great lengths to get their vineyards all really in that condition, which is not an easy task. And we use Nyman Ranch in so many of our proteins and our meats that we use in the restaurants and in our catering business, which is all antibiotic-free, hormone-free, all naturally, humanely raised, etc. And I said, you know, it's a perfect pairing to put this winery together with this organization. So then we tied it in even deeper because Nyman Ranch is a next generation scholarship fund. So all the money raised that night is going to go towards the scholarship fund, which will help to keep young farmers and young independent family farmers in business.
Oh, wow.
What a great idea.
All right, let's get into it. What kind of wine
Let's
do you
drink.
bring?
So, yes. So the first thing we have, we're going to start off with a rosé, and especially in the summertime, rosés are great. They're light, they're refreshing, they're bright, they're
they're Linda's favorite.
And they're Linda's favorite. So you know, it's kind of like drinking a white wine, but it's got a little more depth to it, a little more richness to it.
Kick.
Yeah. So we're going to start that, and anytime I pair a wine dinner, it's great fun. You know, you taste the wines first and go, what food's going to go with this? What ingredients? What seasonings can we use? So what we're going to do with the rosé is a tuna and watermelon skewer. I got a little kind of watermelon nose and flavor out of that wine. And watermelon and tuna kind of can work really well together and be really light and refreshing.
I didn't know that.
I like that.
Yeah, a little soy drizzle.
Great idea.
So then after that, we go to Chardonnay.
Yeah.
And the Chardonnay, you asked a great question on the break about oaking or not, and this does have a little bit of light oak finish to it. We're seeing more and more Chardonnays that are not oaked, but this one has a little bit of light oak finish to it. We're going to do that with some Key West prawns. It's going to have a little coconut kaffir rice, and I think in that flavor you get some apples, you get some pears. So we thought something sweet and spicy against it. We're going to have a little tandoori broth to go with it, which is kind of an Indian spice flavor, a little curry-ish kind of flavors to it.
Excited.
You like it?
Is it good?
This has to be great fun for a chef to be able to just do so many different little things, each catered around a great wine.
It is. It's a blast. We
Yeah.
really enjoy it. My favorite part of my job.
It's being an artist.
Yes.
It is. It really
Because
is.
each taste builds more on the wine.
Yeah, it really
So you
does.
can get more flavor.
And you try to start with the lighter and go to the richer, and then we're going to break that rule at the end. But typically, you want to let that palate kind of develop through the course
Paul,
of the
you're a
year.
rebel.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Wild man.
You betcha.
Wild man.
Hanging out with you girls.
That'll do it.
And
So,
what's the next one?
Next is Pinot Noir. So a lot of bright cherries and the flavors of that. Oh, that's me.
Don't forget.
But you've tasted all of these.
You're the Merlot, actually.
Oh, I am.
What am I?
That's the Lone Ranger. We'll have to have David be the Pinot.
Well, bright cherries, a little
nice.
berry flavor, so on and so forth. You know, I love Pinot with duck, with pork, with some richer seafoods. We're going to do this with a Nyman Ranch pork belly, which I have a little corn, lima bean succotash. And then we're just going to do a little cherry gastrique to drizzle over the top of that to finish that. And I think the cherries in the sauce will bring out the cherry flavors in the wine.
All right.
Next, we go to Merlot.
Which is what I'm tasting.
Lovely. And that,
We're still tasting our own.
you know,
Yeah, we're tasting everything.
Merlot and Cab will come after the Merlot. Both those grapes are typical in French Bordeaux wines, so richer, fuller body. You want to serve something a little bigger and richer with that. So we're going to do a lamb belly porchetta.
Okay.
Porchetta is a fun dish that you see in Tuscany a lot. It's great Tuscan street food. You know, they'll roast a whole pig and stuff it with all kinds of herbs and, you know, slices of it on a piece of crusty bread. Makes a great sandwich. We're doing the lamb belly. We're making a pork stuffing to go into the center of it, and then roasting that whole thing, and that'll be with the a little kale almondine, which is coming from Sweetgrass Farms, one of our local farms here.
Okay.
And then the main course, which you have in front of you, if you want to taste one of the courses we're actually
I would
going to do.
definitely love to.
This is beef from Nyman Ranch, and this is a cut called the tri-tip. The tri-tip is a really neat cut. It's something you want to marinate, grill, keep it kind of medium rare to medium-ish, and slice it real thin. But lots of great rich flavors to it. It's got wonderful marbling and flavor going through it.
And this one will be paired with which one?
That's going to go with the Cabernet.
Oh.
And we're doing a little wild mushroom nest. The little cake underneath it is a little sweet potato hash. Then the crunch is little crispy leeks. I think the earthiness of the mushrooms come out. And when I tasted that, Cap, I got a little cinnamon kind of hint in there. And hence we went to the sweet potatoes. Cinnamon and sweet potatoes all work together. And then at the end comes the Rebel. We're going to go to the Sauvignon Blanc with a little coconut tropical fruit panna cotta, which should be wonderful, along with the mango salsa that John Scalzi just cut a mango off his tree for me. It was delicious. And I think it's going to work perfect.
Well, this is an amazing meal, and I can't wait to participate in this wine dinner, so I'm going to have to get a ticket. Now, if you guys want to get more information about it, it's a 6-course Benziger dinner, wine dinner, and it's going to be on June 21st. And you can get the information by going to Madison's website, madisons.com, and the ticket and information, all there. Next, we're going to continue with the entertaining theme and get a Suncoast for sale home with entertaining in the idea.
Cheers.